To me, it's a lot of the body movement. It's not easy, it's not intuitive, so you have to learn a whole different way of thinking about your body and how it moves. In addition, you have somebody else trying to prevent you from doing what you want. So it's a lot of, and it's a very good physical workout. So I would, even if it was completely ineffective in self-defense, I would still be doing it. But there is an extra bonus that it's fairly good as a self-defense technique too.
Honestly, to be a really well-rounded martial artist and have good self-defense abilities, you should mix it with some striking, with like, you know, kickboxing like Muay Thai or boxing. I think that's pretty important, actually.
The sign that you know how to defend yourself is when you can recognize what you can't defend yourself from. It's important to understand that everything has a limitation, and when you train so much and you learn so much, you realize that there is so much you don't know, and there's so much that you can't handle. And that's the point when you realize and you're able to analyze a situation and say, yes, I can't win this fight, I need to get out of here. And that's the point of self-defense, is to defend yourself, not to win a fight.
That thing we learn from an early age not to be physical and not to fight, I think is actually really terrible. I don't think that's, you know, that's not nature, and it's not good either, because you know, what we should be teaching people to do is have some control over your violence and, you know, use it in the right way at the right time. But, you know, I got picked on a lot growing up, and, you know, I was always told by my mom and by, you know, my teachers, don't fight, don't do anything, you know, physical, don't do anything bad. But if you live like that, you're gonna, you know, grow up like a, you know, your stereotypical Asian nerd. I think that it definitely is something innate kind of in our nature to fight, and I can almost definitively say that, you know, there's certain things that we do that are just human instinct purely, you know, for physical violence. It's not something learned at all. If you look at, you know, a bunch of teenagers, you know, when they fight one person and, you know, the person goes to the ground, suddenly everyone starts kicking them. And it's happened to me too, where I've, you know, had to fight someone and I knocked them to the ground, and the next thing I knew, I wasn't even angry or upset, you know, everything just went red, and the next thing I knew, I was just stomping the guy on the ground. And I think it's a good thing that I still had, you know, some part of my mind from doing a lot of, you know, combat sports where, you know, you learn to think while you have that lizard brain going, and it, you know, told me to stop and pull off before I hurt the guy.
It used to be, you know, who's the toughest guy around, and then martial arts came around.